dark and stormy night. The sounds of a distant wolf. Nay, that's not the horse. It's not a horse. It's a wolf. But not nay as in.
I know NAY, but
NAY. Yes. Anyways, dark and stormy night here in the northwest. The sounds of distant thunder, lightning crashing into the ground. Can you hear it?
no.
It's because it's soundproofed in here, but for the most part. My name is Fred Stewart, and welcome to Haunts, Graves, and Omens. With me, as always, my lovely co-host.
It's me, Sailor. Hello.
What's up, girl?
What's up?
See that? I didn't duck you this time, see that?
You didn't. I was gonna have to go for you if you did. So.
See?
You're smart. You're a smart man.
I'm not going to sit idly by with your threats, okay? All right? Not on this show. Not right now. Okay?
Only off the show?
Yeah. Where you threaten me, hurt me.
I don't.
Okay. The crime of the century just happened.
Okay.
And I've been talking about it. Well, vaguely. I wanted to save it for the show.
Me?
Huh?
Vaguely to me?
Yes. I kept saying it's the crime of the century.
Oh, yeah.
I keep saying the crime of the century just happened.
Yeah.
Crime of the century.
Is it Italian?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just, trying to help you understand. The crime of the century just happened, and this comes from the New York Times. A former food service director for the Illinois school district was sentenced to prison for stealing more than $1 million worth of chicken nuggets that were billed to the district and never given to students. $1 million. Isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
Averaged up to about $1.5 million. Yeah, it's insane. Massive fraud. It is the crime of the century, according to court documents. Miss Little was hired a consultant in July of 2020 for the Harvey School District 152 in Harvey, Illinois, south of Chicago. After serving the district's food service director, Ms. Liddell was helping to onboard new food service director and was the sole person placing orders and engaged in a persuasive embezzlement scheme, stealing $1.5 million in chicken wings.
That's fucking wild.
Since 2020.
I mean, when you think of it over 4 years,
Go to heist.
I guess that's not that many chicken nuggets. It's still a lot of chicken nuggets, but I bet he was eating them for every meal at that point.
Charged for felony theft for stealing more than 11,000 cases of chicken nuggets. Cases.
That's fair.
Not 11,000 chicken nuggets. 11,000
Do you think
cases.
he and his friends were just slamming nuggets?
No, I don't think she was. I think she was possibly selling these on a...
on the chicken nugget black market?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was going to say that. So you get ostrich meat and shit, but ostriches that are blind or something. I don't know. Blind ostrich meat tastes better.
I don't think that's at all a thing.
Yeah. She just stole $1.5 million worth of chicken wings, and it's the crime of the century.
That's wild.
Crime of the century, guys.
Of the century?
Yes.
Nothing else has ever compared?
No.
Oh.
I totally forgot about doing H.G.O Live this week. So next week we're doing H.G.O Live. But actually, by the time this episode comes out, which will be tomorrow for us, but today for you, hopefully, you should. I'll post something on our socials regarding. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Fuck it. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll do something. We'll do something. You guys will figure it out. Maybe we'll do it on Sundays.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. Kind of fun.
I usually work until a little later.
Yeah, then I'll do it.
Okay.
People love me. People love me. What? I tried so hard to like just get you more.
Here. That's all. I'm just here.
People love you too, Taylor. Dip me up.
Less so.
Dip me up.
You're gonna fucking dip me. I know it.
The fact that you didn't just dab me up hurts my feelings more than anything.
I know what you were gonna do because I know you.
Maybe they don't love you as much as I thought, dude.
They don't.
Yeah.
I know this. I know my worth.
You. Okay. Let's relax. All right. I'm getting fired up right now. Now, Taylor.
Yes.
You have our episode this week.
I do.
Which is out of the realm of what you normally do.
It is.
It's my realm.
Kind of.
No, not really kind of. So yes.
It's like...
It's both my realms, technically.
I mean, I also do cover... I don't really cover, like, possession, but...
Ghost? Murder?
I cover ghosts sometimes.
It's more cryptid-based. You're more of a cryptid lady.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
You like to hide in your little dark cave. Like to come out of yourself and snatch kids out of the woods and eat them for their bones. Mm-hmm. That's what you're known for.
Yeah. It's true.
You know? That's what you're known for.
We make jokes that Spirit's the Portland cryptid. She's not. It's me.
It's her. You know, and then there's me. I'm like, I got my little corncob pipe, and I'm like, very interesting, Inspector. I see you solved the case. I'm an 1800s British man inside of my library with my corncob pipe and my weird hat, shaking my fist and going, "Crime. This city never changes. Always crime."
Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard
Sherlock Holmes, you devilish dog, you've gotten them once again. And then I just wake up and I realize I'm at a bus stop. So it's, it's one of those things.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you have a story for us today.
I do. I'm honestly shocked we've never covered it because it is a very popular story. I mean, there's movies based on it.
Yeah. The devil did make me do it. Beelzebub, the devil didn't make me do it.
So
it's like a twin temple stuck in my head now.
That's fair. We're talking about Arne Cheyenne Johnson, which does that name on its own ring any bells for you?
Sounds familiar. I think I know a couple Arnies.
But it's spelled A-R-N-E. It's not spelled...
Didn't ask, but...
It threw me off. It took me a second to realize that his name was just Arnie, just spelled differently.
Well, I know you have a hard time reading, but that's...
I have a hard time with everything. And honestly, like, before these incidents, he's just a normal dude. Normal dude living his normal dude life.
Well, fucking John Wayne Gacy and, like, Dahmer were normal people until they started fucking murdering kids and, like, eating them and shit.
No, but, like, so Arnie had, like, nothing crazy happen to him before all of this, before he meets Debbie.
Classic Debbie.
Before Debbie comes in the picture, he was just a normal dude.
It's a tale of his time. Everyone knows what happens when you meet Debbie.
So, like, honestly, normal dude, normal life. He ain't got a lot going on. He just kicking it with the bros, having a couple brewskis.
I know how to kick it with the bros. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a bro.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's do it. Let's do our handshake. Okay. Don't. Yeah, see?
It's hard to do, like, a bro handshake with my nails because, like, it just...
Yeah. Don't. See?
Don't.
Drop the weapon. Now, me and Taylor, if you can't tell, me and Taylor are fucking just, we hang out with each other constantly.
All the time.
So while that may not be super funny to you, that was very funny to us.
We're just dumb. This is how it is.
Yeah. Listen,
if you've gotten this far in the podcast, you know that.
Yes. If you've been watching listening since day one, you guys know. But even if you started listening today,
Welcome.
I know where you are.
No.
I can see you.
No.
I see you walking.
No.
Breathing.
No.
Existing.
No.
Get some freshly baked bread. Go get some freshly sliced cheese. Make a grilled cheese sandwich.
I can't wait for the spooky HGO ASMR cooking show.
Yeah. Now that you've made your grilled cheese sandwich, cut your fucking hands off.
Oh my god.
As a legal obligation, please do not cut your hands off, okay? But yes, I know this story.
Okay. It's pretty fucking weird. It's a pretty weird story. And this story was actually investigated by Ed and Lorraine Warren. I don't know. They're pretty underground. I don't think you know them.
Underground? Yeah, they are underground now.
Shut the fuck up.
They're like 6 feet underground.
That's not what I meant.
I can see the spirits. Spirits.
Is that your Lorraine impression?
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Listen, she seemed like a very interesting lady.
She seemed like a lady.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She was like, hey, what's up, buddy? You know, like after Ed passed away, she was like, got some fucking pussy or what? She just went like full like 90s dude frat, bro. Dudes, I'm about to fucking crush your beers. I'm about to fucking go party. No? Wasn't like that?
No.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of these recollections come from one of the various interviews that they did. And they asserted that everything was pretty normal. Life was going good.
Should we, before we even preference this, should we at least tell them what the fuck we're talking about?
Arne Cheyenne Johnson.
Great. We're covering Arne Cheyenne Johnson, a.k.a. the story from the Conjuring 3, a.k.a. The Devil Made Me Do It. Is that correct?
Yeah, a.k.a. like every other fucking... There's so many fucking shows
The Devil Made Me Do It.
There's so many shows about it. They've done like all the paranormal shows. They're like, we'll just fucking come on and tell our story. You didn't invite us, but we're here anyway. Like, they're on it.
There are things in this world we'll never fully understand. Why am I cut? And why am I out here trying to fight these fucking ghosts, dude? Like, dude, Aaron, lock yourself in that room, dude. Aaron, there's a ghost in that room that likes to eat people's faces. Get in there. Oh, God, no, dude. Dang
No
it.
flashlights. No,
dude, no camera, dude. Actually, fucking, here's the thing to summon the demon. Aaron, go in there and go summon a demon that eats faces. Go. No, dude.
Which is so funny because Aaron's so nice.
Yeah, he's a fucking...
He's like...
So is everyone on that crew. Everybody's in that crew is nice.
I know, but it's just like Aaron just is like, when I met him, he was like kind of like quieter and just thinking about the fact that Zach's like, get in that fucking room and just fucking go deal with those ghosts.
Yeah, and
he's like,
you met Aaron and I've met Zach Bagans twice, you know.
Yeah.
And Zach Bagans, from what he is on TV versus how he's in real life, is very different. I expected him, because most time I met a lot of celebrities back doing some of my old jobs, so like usually it's pretty hit or miss if they're gonna be cool.
Yeah.
But he was like a dude who like collects weird shit, and then you finally go over to his house to hang out the first time, and he's like, oh, let me show you this thing. Let me show you. And was like super giddy about it. It was really, really cute, because he was like, we're doing the haunted tour at the Museum of Las Vegas. And they were like, this is the room, in this wall, they have a bunch of artifacts that Zach has, collected that he personally loves, that is too small for a regular display, whatever. And then he's like, oh, let me show you my favorite thing. And just fucking opens a case, and he's like, shrunken heads. And we're like, okay, you're just picking up shrunken heads. That's cool.
Aaron encouraged me to break rules at Comic-Con.
Yeah, see? And we're encouraging you to break rules here. All right?
Aaron was like, before security sees, let's get a photo. And I was like, okay. He's like, you gotta hurry because they're walking around.
Oh my God.
They will catch us. They will yell at you. Let's hurry it up.
And I can't keep fighting security.
Yeah.
I've killed 15 security guards today with my bare hands.
I don't think that's true.
Legal obligation to say that I don't think Aaron's ever killed anyone with his bare hands. I don't think he's killed anyone ever. Anyways, off topic. Devil Made Me Do It story.
Yes.
Arne Cheyenne Johnson.
Yes. So they're just a couple normal people living their lives. And then they go to clean up a rental property that they had recently acquired.
I'm living a normal life. Time to go to my normal rental property where nothing bad will ever happen. Wink.
So Debbie's son, David, recalled an old man had suddenly appeared and was pushing and terrifying him. Not a great start. Not a great start to the fucking story.
Yeah, nothing's worse than not only getting pushed by a ghost, but it being an old man ghost.
Yeah.
And it's like, get out of my way. Get out of here. Get out of here. Stay away from my stamps and shit. You know, like, I don't know what old people like. Stay away from my tapioca pudding wall. I put on my tapioca pudding.
It's hard candies that are usually in that
This
dish.
house foundation was built on hard candy. And it will always be built by hard candies. It's like Willy Wonka. It's not approved in here by any means.
Oh, okay.
The city is actively trying to shut me down. I have rats the size of rat terriers inside this house. Chewing garage-size holes in my walls.
Oh.
God damn, that tapioca hard candy wall is too good to ignore. So he just fucking randomly appears and starts pushing people?
Yeah, so specifically David is who he started, or is like who he first appeared to. The couple had initially thought David was using the old man as an excuse to avoid cleaning. You know, as you do. Your son is like, oh my God, there's an old man ghost. And you're like, you just don't want to fucking clean, huh?
Typical. Listen, son, I know the tricks, okay? I did the same thing when I was your age. I used to also pretend to be schizophrenic to get out of work. Now, it's a classic move.
It is, yeah.
You're not fooling anybody.
Right.
Now, if you are seeing a man that's just randomly appearing, and he is just kind of appearing out of thin air, and he is attacking you, don't tell me that shit, because that's fucking terrifying. I don't want to know. Okay? All right.
Also, if you hear noises, our dog is dead asleep and has the twitchies. She's like wagging her tail and like kicking things. Dead asleep already. We're like, what, 20 minutes in?
Yes.
So, great start. So, voice crack. David had informed them that the old man vowed to harm the Glatzels if they moved into the rental home. I think he still just doesn't want to clean. David's visions of the old man included the man appearing as a demonic beast who muttered Latin and threatened to steal his soul. You know, classic ways to get out of cleaning.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take your soul.
I don't know why they weren't more concerned.
Don't leave your soul sitting out on the front porch for too long. Otherwise, I'll come up in my stolen Honda Accord and steal your soul.
I'm the meth head looking for catalytic converters of your soul.
That's all the soul is. It's the catalytic converter of the body.
I don't think anyone's ever said that.
So, for the first time that sentence has ever been said. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So although the family allegedly heard strange noises coming from the attic, no one but David ever witnessed the old man. After David experienced night terrors, exhibited strange behavior, and obtained unexplained scratches and bruises, The family decided to call a Catholic priest. Finally. They waited until their child was harmed, and then they were like, oh, maybe we should call somebody. What do you think?
Oh, yes, you've called for the priest, have you?
Yeah.
See, most priests kind of hold their hands like this, you know. You've called for a priest, have you?
Yeah.
Yes. Bless you. Bless. Now, please tell me, what is happening in your home?
My son is seeing an old man. He's pushed him around. He's giving him a couple scratches. He appeared as a beast, demonic beast, apparently. And also wants to steal the catalytic converter of his body.
So, yes, of course. Well, that sounds fucking terrifying. Good luck. I'm out of here. All right. Bye. Oh, and Rain War.
So the terrified family, so they called the priest who attempted to bless the house, and the family concluded that the house was evil and would no longer continue to rent it.
Sorry, our house is evil. We're not renting anymore. Yeah, I'd like to cancel my homeowner's insurance. Yeah. Oh, the reason? House is evil. Sorry. Like, okay, so you're fucking crazy. So we'll put that down. What?
Yeah.
Listen, I get it though.
I get it. Yeah.
I mean, listen, they're not scumlord landlords though. That's good, you know, because they've been like, you're saying the house is evil? Something like $550 a month? Like, what do you think? You know, listen, we're taking some money off of this bitch, okay? Because, you know, it's really annoying when you come home after a long day of work and your fucking bed's floating on the ceiling. I get it. That's annoying, okay? But at least you're not paying for utilities. At least you're not paying for water.
Water, sewage, garbage included.
Water, sewage, garbage, demon included. Most times, that's not something you're going to find in every property around here, okay?
Exactly, yeah.
Huh?
You're getting a fucking steal, dude.
Now, listen, I get it. You know, maybe you don't want to have a demon. And I was going to say, you're more than welcome to leave, but no one is allowed to leave. Okay? You're not allowed to leave.
So David's visions had worsened, occurring in the daytime as well. So he went from just nighttime visions to seeing stuff while he's awake during the day. 12 days after the original incident, the family summoned the demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren to assist.
You got some fucking ghost in here.
I don't think she sounded like that.
Maybe I was doing Ed.
Were you?
You got some ghost in here.
I don't think Ed sounded like that either.
Well, they're from like New York, right? Like Connecticut. They're from that area.
They're from the East Coast, yeah.
Get that northeastern accent.
I don't know if it was Northeast.
That's part of the country, is the Northeast.
I don't know.
What? We're not doing this.
I don't know. I don't know.
What do you mean
I don't
you don't
remember
know?
where they're from.
Do you not? Okay.
Yes.
Do you understand how the country is made up?
Yes. You have the Northeast. The Northwest.
That's all she knows.
North-South.
North-South?
Southwest.
North-South. You heard it here first. Now, listen, when the North-South decides to secede from the United States, I want you to know that you don't actually exist. Okay? What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm really tired. And stupid.
Oh, cool. You on vacation? Where are you from? I'm from the North-South. Oh, so fucking somewhere? What state are you from? Oregon, Monoma. Oh, okay. That's cool. Are you having a stroke?
Yeah. I am. I'm stupid, okay? And I'm tired and I brain to work and I corrected myself.
Mm-hmm. Sure you did.
Anyways, Lorraine witnessed a black mist materialize next to David, which, if you were unsure, is an indication of a malevolent presence. Crazy. Debbie and her mother told the Warrens that they had seen David being beaten and choked by invisible hands, and red marks had appeared on his neck afterward. David had started to growl, hiss, speak in otherworldly voices, and recite passages of the Bible or Paradise Lost. The Glatzels recounted how each night a family member would remain awake with David as he suffered through spasms and convulsions. After receiving a prognosis of multiple possessions from the Warrens, David was subjected to 3 lesser exorcisms. So, not a great start.
Generally, no.
3 lesser exorcisms to start.
Yes. Well, it's not a full-blown exorcism. You know the difference between a lesser exorcism and a regular exorcism?
One's less? Otherwise, no.
You're so smart. You're so pretty. I've actually been in the room during a lesser exorcism.
Okay.
I briefly told the story on the podcast.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you can go find it. I went to personal ghost stories, but it's basically to get an actual proper exorcism done. Especially nowadays. Back then it might have been a little easier, but I don't think so. I think it was probably about the same amount of work. Is you have to get permission from the Vatican.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to have the Pope involved.
You have to have all the fucking, or like all these people involved, all like the Cardinals and shit. I believe.
Yeah.
Not the football team, but like the.
Yeah, you say that. I don't.
Arizona, we got them demons. No, like it's just.
I didn't even think of the football team. I was just like, the Cardinals.
Not birds. Call those 20 birds down here to get rid of these demons. No, they have to go like, okay, we're gonna do a bunch of psych evals.
Yeah.
To verify that they're not crazy.
Yeah.
And we have to basically follow all these steps of like, let's try therapy first. Let's try this, and then if they're able to roll it out, then they're like, all right. But basically, my exorcism is just like Bible, and they're like, "Be gone, demon! Be gone from my soul and the body."
It's
not like as dumb as that, but it's
yeah.
Yeah.
My thing is like, okay, I understand like that they have to get permission from the Vatican and all of that, because I'll admit the church has fucked up a few times. And I'm actually going to be, I have an episode that's kind of back in the catalog somewhere. I got to pull up the Rolodex and I find it. But there is a whole story about the reasoning why that's the case now. Yeah. And I do know that. Priest went to trial for murder. Yeah. And I don't even think that's like that's absolutely not the first time that's actually happened. Yeah, beat the demon out of him doesn't work apparently. Surprise. And like, so I understand it, but also I feel like sometimes your demonic possession probably doesn't have time to go through therapy. Well, when you're busy walking up walls and shit, it's really hard to squeeze in the therapy when you're possessed.
Now, priest, I was thinking about your idea of doing therapy. And listen, between the hours of 2 a.m. to 7 a.m., I am in a arch-like position above my bed, and I scream like a dying cat. And then from 7 a.m. until noon, I'm usually levitating, and then I take a break for about 30 minutes to an hour to take lunch, maybe catch up some, and then I usually come back and I answer some emails, and then I just get right back into it. So it's really hard to make the time. I absolutely understand. I do have a question. How does that make you feel? We're not doing this right now. You have free time right now, obviously. I don't have a lot of... Listen, I'm really busy. You're talking to me right now. I'm not doing it. Okay? I see what you're doing. I don't find it very funny. Why don't you come lay down and we can talk about it? I never knew my father. Like, listen. Like, when I was a boy, I used to I always wanted to be possessed by a demon, but I don't know. Now that it's happened, I feel empty.
like the catalytic converter of my body is gone.
Honestly, I think that's why I take other people's catalytic converters of their body. Is because mine is missing.
Except for the neighbor. Fuck that guy. I immediately was like, take his soul, and then I ate it in front of him. Which turns out his soul was just his lunch, and all it did was just ruin his morning. So that's about it.
I feel like demon therapy would be such a great bit.
It's a great bit. Would you like to talk about your feelings, Beelzebub?
Not particularly.
It's like, listen, listen.
Got a lot going on.
Yeah, all the generals of hell are here with you. Okay, their support network.
I just feel like I'm not being appreciated enough. I like tortured like 20 million souls today, and no one even gave me like a pat on the back and was like, "You're doing such a good job tormenting the world and causing wars and anguish." And I don't know. I just want to be loved.
I love it. I love that so much. So, back to David and his 3 lesser exorcisms. Lorraine asserts that David levitated, ceased breathing for a time, and even demonstrated the supernatural ability of precognition, specifically in relation to the crime that Johnson would later commit. In October of 1980, the Warrens contacted Brookfield police to warn them that a situation was becoming dangerous. According to eyewitness testimony, Arne Johnson coerced one of the demons purportedly within David to possess him while participating in David's exorcism. So in the actual exorcism, he's taunting this demon. Some of the movies and shows and stuff portray that it happened a couple days after, and he was like taunting him, and then a fucking demon came and like attacked him.
Stupid fucking demon, your fucking dumb fucking demon shoes, your fucking dumb demon clothes, you fucking smell bad. Let's see what else. Your horns, one, they're not even symmetrical. One is fucking offset. I noticed. You should notice too. Also, speaking of offset, what's going on with your weird fucking hands, dude? Your hands are like too big for your body? That's pretty cool, I guess, if you're a dork.
Honestly, I don't really appreciate you attacking me like this.
Oh, does someone need to go to therapy?
I'm done. I'm getting on better help right now.
I love it.
So I mean, they say like sometimes it happened a couple days after, but they attest that it happened during the exorcism. Allegedly, the demon took control of Johnson's car and forced it into a tree, but Johnson was unharmed. And Johnson returned to the rental property to examine an old well that supposedly housed the demon, as where demons usually live is old wells.
Or in HOAs. So
I think a demon would hate an HOA.
I think they would thrive in it.
I think they'd
be the head of a HOA. They thrive on misery.
Yeah, okay, so if they were leading the HOA, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I feel like they just like moved in.
If they just lived under an HOA, they'd be like, this fucking bullshit.
I have seen space beyond your comprehension. I have met the devil multiple times a week for pizza, lasagna, whatever.
He's actually my dad.
Well, I never knew my father, but not important. But I've met all these horrific beasts. I commanded one of the 9 armies of hell. But Linda of the HOA.
I was gonna say, have you met Karen?
Both of them.
They're pretty fucking scary.
Yes. And don't even get Susan here.
Honestly, honestly, not gonna lie, I think Karen might have it out for the devil. She might be able to take his place. She's pretty fucking nasty.
Excuse me. Excuse me. No. We don't use those pitchforks for stabbing people in the face. You use the right ones. I don't care. Go find them and go bring.
You also have an hour to bring your trash cans back to the side of your house after garbage pickup, okay?
No one even picks up garbage here. We just throw it into the.
You have an hour.
Okay, but we don't use the trash cans aren't being used.
We're gonna start.
Okay.
I've already gotten that taken care of because this place is a fucking mess.
Well, it's hell. So.
Do you understand the value, like how much it brings the value down?
It's literally hell.
It brings the value fucking down to zero.
Okay,
we
well,
need
like
to
below.
clean this fucking place up.
Okay, listen.
Right?
Okay.
You ever want to sell your house?
I feel like you're more talking at me than to me. I don't think I'm allowed to leave since I'm in hell.
What if you want to move to a different part, huh? How are you going to sell your house when the property value is zero?
That's a good point. Listen, but I haven't checked Hell Zillow recently, and honestly, I might.
Good. I don't want you in my neighborhood.
All right, listen. Is it because of the horns? You can say it.
No. I just don't like your behavior.
Okay, well, I'm a demon and it's hell.
I don't like it.
Okay, well,
you need to fix it. Also, I don't like the shade of your house.
It's made of flames.
Change it.
How?
I don't know. Figure it out.
Listen,
It's not my problem that your house looks like that.
Every house looks like that. We're in hell.
You see Susan's house over there? It looks real nice, don't it?
Her house is on fire, too.
It's a different shade.
There's no different shades. It's fire and fire.
It's a different shade.
All right.
You need to figure it out because that shade of your house is atrocious.
That's it. I'm going to Ohio and I'm possessing somebody. I'm so sick and tired of you right now.
That's how you get the demon to leave hell. I apparently do a very good HOA Karen impression.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. It's because I'm never a Karen. I just let it out all at once. Let's see here. So, supposedly, the demon took control of his car and crashed him into a tree, but he was unharmed. After this incident, Johnson returned to the rental property to examine the old well. In both the dramatized versions and his personal account, Johnson said that this was his final encounter with the demon while completely lucid. He encountered the demon at the well. In case you were surprised, that's where he moved to after Karen. And after making eye contact with said demon, he became possessed. So, put that in your notebook to not make eye contact with the demon.
Or
What?
make eye contact with me. Prolong eye contact. Prolong eye contact. Prolong eye contact. I don't blink. Except I just did. Not then. So he looks into the eyes of the demon, and then that's when it fully
Possesses him.
possesses him.
Yes. After he looks down the well.
Interesting.
The Warrens.
What you doing down there?
Wet. Cold.
I bet you wish you'd come up here, don't you?
When I get up there, I'm going to make you eat your own heart.
Well, good thing you're not. Oh, fuck, you're already up here.
You have beautiful eyes.
So the Warrens claim to have told Arnie not to go to the well and make eye contact with the demon. He did it anyways. As David's condition worsened further, Debbie and Johnson, who've been living in her mother's home, decided it was time to move. Debbie was hired by Alan Bono, a new resident in Brookfield, as a dog groomer.
I was gonna make a dog grooming joke. It's fine.
You make those all the time.
I make those constantly too.
Debbie and Johnson began renting an apartment close to her place of employment. And after moving in, Johnson started to exhibit odd behavior that was strikingly similar to David's, causing Debbie to fear that he had become possessed as well. According to Debbie, Johnson would fall into a trance-like state wherein he would growl and hallucinate, but not have any memory of it later. So, things are not going very well for this family. They got David, had 3 exorcisms, still possessed. And then Arne is like, I'm gonna go look in the well, see what happens, and then gets fucking possessed.
Oh, I want to be possessed too. It's not fair. I want to be possessed. Mother, let me become possessed.
2 of the 4 of us are possessed already. Is this like a 50% coin?
It's like not even fair, dude. Like all of you are possessed, dude. Like why can't I be possessed? Like you all bring like demons and stuff home, dude, but like I can't.
No.
I hate this family.
So, on February 16th, 1981, this is where it happens. Johnson called in sick to his job at Wright Tree Service and joined Debbie at the kennel where she worked, along with his sister Wanda and Debbie's 9-year-old cousin Mary. Bono, the couple's landlord and Debbie's employer at the kennel, bought the group lunch at a local bar and proceeded to drink heavily. Debbie then took the girls to get pizza, but insisted they return quickly, anticipating trouble. When they returned, Bono, intoxicated at this point, became agitated. Everyone left the room at Debbie's urging, except Bono, who seized Mary and refused to let go. Johnson headed back to the apartment and ordered Bono to release Mary. Wanda recounted the following events to police. Mary ran for the car as Debbie attempted to mitigate the situation by standing between the 2 men. Wanda tried in vain to pull Johnson away. Johnson, who was growling like an animal, then drew a 5-inch pocket knife and stabbed Bono repeatedly. So, there's a lot going on.
It's not great.
It's not great.
Not a great way to say hello to someone.
Well,
To stab them repeatedly with a pocket knife.
to be fair,
Uh-huh.
he was holding a 9-year-old girl and not letting her go.
That's fair.
So,
A lot of stuff going on.
there's a lot going on. Bono had died several hours later. According to Johnson's lawyer, Bono had suffered 4 or 5 tremendous wounds, mostly to his chest, and one that stretched from his stomach to the base of his heart. So that's a good gash right there.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Johnson was discovered 2 miles from the site of the killing. Sergeant Gordon Fairchild of the Brookfield Police Department said he helped arrest Johnson on charge of assault. This was while Bono was still being treated in the hospital. He said Johnson told him that he did not mean to hurt anyone and was unable to remember anything. Also, this was like the first murder in the town's 137-year-old year existence. Nothing had happened here before.
Well, that's usually when tragedy strikes.
Is when nothing's happened for a really long time? Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, it's like, this is a nice peaceful town. Nothing ever happens. Which means, in a matter of months, tragedy is going to strike. We've never had a fire. We've never had floods. Never had crime, actually. I got bad news for you. Because, honestly, all of that's coming. Immediately following you saying that.
Right.
Nothing bad happens here. Well, your whole town's going to burn down, then it's going to flood, and then everyone's going to get murdered. Or murder each other.
Basically.
Like the Purge. Or like Black Friday.
Ooh.
Or Best Buy.
Ooh.
Why are you about Best Buy? Listen, we love Best Buy in this house. Right? Okay.
Yeah, but a Black Friday at a Best Buy sounds like hell.
Yeah. I did a Black Friday a few years ago. Like a decade ago. At a Walmart Supercenter. Gotta clarify. Did a line that went all the way out to the back and then all the way out to the front.
Yeah.
Just to buy a fucking Xbox. Never do it again. Buy online. Or shop local. If you can.
That's another option, yeah.
So, dude starts fucking stabbing people.
Specifically his landlord, yes.
Yeah.
That is the only person that he attacked.
Gotcha.
Is just Bono. While putting Johnson into the police cruiser, he said, "I need help because I've got a drinking problem," Fairchild reports. When Johnson was informed at police headquarters that Bono had died, Fairchild said the suspect became incoherent and then fell asleep for 20 to 25 minutes. When Johnson awoke, the police detective sergeant John Lucas advised him of his rights and charged Arne Johnson with first-degree murder. He was held at the Bridgeport Correctional Center on a bail of $125,000. And this was the first unlawful killing in the history of Brookfield, Connecticut. So,
Unlawful killing?
yes.
Did someone fucking pull a permit last time? Well, they're like, listen, I fucking hate my neighbor.
It's like doe tags.
Well, you got your bird hunting. You got your let's see. You got bird hunting. I got waterfowl, deer, bear, human. Oh, it's for neighbors. It's for his neighbor. That's what it was. Oh, you can get 2 more. Listen, best time to do it is you go away for them to get to their mailbox, and then you hide it as a mailbox across the street. Take your fucking boat. And just that's how you do it. Or you leave out a cup of coffee right on the doorstep.
Yeah.
They'll be confused. They won't know what to do, but they'll be appreciative. And that's when they lift it and the landmine goes off.
Oh.
That's how you get them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, welcome to town.
So,
Thanks, Sheriff.
the day after the killing, Lorraine Warren informed the Brookfield police that Johnson was possessed when he committed the crime. A media blitz soon surrounded the story, fueled in part by the Warrens, whose agent promised that lectures, a book, and a movie detailing the gruesome case were in the works. Martin Manella, Johnson's lawyer, received calls from all over the world about what was being called the Demon Murder Trial. Manella traveled to England to meet with 2 lawyers who had been involved in similar cases, though neither of those had gone to trial. And he planned to bring in exorcism specialists from Europe and threatened to subpoena the priests who oversaw David Glatzel's exorcism if they did not cooperate with the defense. So, the trial took place in Connecticut's Superior Court in Danbury, beginning on October 28th of 1981. So, we're going from February to October of just... He killed the dude. Hadn't been charged. Sitting in the prison. Presumably still possessed. I don't think they were doing exorcisms for him.
So you're new around here, huh? All right, let's see what you got. And they're like, no, dude. Absolutely not. What the fuck? I was gonna stab you for my gang initiation thing, but like,
Nah.
you got a lot going on. Have you tried therapy yet? Like demon therapy?
That's what my demon does.
It's like, anyway, it's like a deputy. Welcome to the county jail. I know it's your second day, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday, we were kind of helping with booking. So everybody kind of came in and kind of got to see how that went. Today, we're going to be doing cell checks. Basically just kind of going in, doing shakedowns, basically going in to the cells, extracting the prisoners, and then kind of shaking down their cell. We'll start with this guy who's in here for murder. The first murder we actually had in the city, like ever. It's pretty big news.
That's wild.
But he seems really calm. They just lift the thing. And he's just like,
Like rubbing his bloody fucking face against the window, and they're like,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna pull those blinds back down.
Not him. We're not
Yeah. So I think we're gonna do. Listen, let's maybe. I think there's something. What time is it? I think it's lunch. It's 4 a.m, but I think it's lunch.
Okay.
He's been doing that for 2 days,
Oh,
3 days.
have you guys thought about like
No.
getting him therapy?
No. In fact, we've thought about. Listen, we tried to pepper spray him earlier, and he reached through the food slot, grabbed the pepper spray, and then bit into it like an apple. I don't know what that means, but I just know for a fact that I'm not going in there. So whatever you want to go do, that's fine.
I think I'm gonna skip.
Yeah, let's continue.
I wasn't sure if you had tried. I've heard about this really cool thing. A buddy of mine actually does it. It's called demon therapy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we usually try to what do they say? Beat the devil out of him, like the Bob Ross, you know. Except we use nightsticks or heavy objects, and we just beat him until he stops trying to bite us and try to possess us. Also, don't look into his eyes. But anyway, what's what next?
I'm gonna unlock my phone. Hold on, I'm falling apart. So, court took place on October 28th of 1981. Manella had attempted to submit a plea of not guilty by virtue of possession, but the presiding judge, Robert Callahan, promptly said, no, absolutely fucking not. Robert Callahan said, there's no fucking way that we're doing a plea of not guilty by demonic possession.
Now, Your Honor, if I may.
Sure.
Listen,
you may.
we haven't got to trial yet. Well, we have done trial, or no, we haven't got to trial yet. We're just in the plea bargain kind of area. So, listen, I know everyone's a little riled up about this man splitting a guy from stomach to heart with a pocket knife.
Yeah.
But hear me out.
Yeah.
Okay. He was possessed, and you know how it is. You've heard the stories. You know how happy. You know, just one of these things. Now I'm thinking like we need like $500 bail. Just get him out. I take him home.
No.
Hose him down a little bit.
No.
And then like maybe like pressure wash him to get the demon out.
No, we're not doing any of that. That's not. We can't.
We can.
We cannot do this as a plea.
Why not?
I can't believe you even brought this to the bench.
Well, I was gonna go to the table, but it was too far. So.
Did you think about what you're asking of me?
Yeah.
Like, did you genuinely like? Sit down
Yes,
and
I
think about it?
want to get a plea bargain for a man who cut a man almost in half vertically with a pocket knife while he claiming he was possessed by the devil. But he's a really cool dude. Like, you should see how he levitates and like talks to himself and like bites into like pepper spray cans. But no, that's about it. But he's really cool. You should just let him out.
No. Simply not gonna happen.
Arnie, listen, I really tried. Just bite his face and shit. Like, oh, no.
So, let's see here. So Callahan argued that no such defense could ever exist in a court of law due to lack of evidence, and that it would be irrelative and unscientific to allow related testimony. So they didn't even allow any conversation about the fact that he was possessed come into the courtroom at all. They were like, nope, no. The Warrens, no. Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah, no. That's one thing about this case. It's very funny where they're like, well, the Warrens were there, and the judge is like, I don't give a fuck. Who cares?
Who are the Warrens?
Yeah.
Like,
hey, yo, fucking, hey. Guy's possessed. And they're like, get him out of here.
So the defense decided to imply that Johnson had instead acted in self-defense, which...
Well, you see, Your Honor, the reason he cut a man from stomach to heart is because he was acting in self-defense.
So I am not going to say like self-defense, but like Bono was holding a 9-year-old child and would not let her go and was getting kind of belligerent. So like I can see where they were going.
Sure.
Like I can see why they went that route.
I could see if Arne went up and was like stick, and then was like jabbing at him and got him, and then he lets go, and they're like, fuck you, and then it's not really, well, if he died, but like then that's another murder case, but like sold it to the weapon or whatever, but like going like fuck it, and like just cutting a man vertically.
Yeah, with a 5-inch knife, mind you. It's not like a,
I don't know, what's that, like, yeah, I mean that's a pretty fucking good knife.
Yeah.
And I imagine it's got to be pretty difficult.
Yeah.
You know,
like a little like
I only cut horizontally when I cut people in half. I've never cut vertically. Personal choice, but it's
like because he's going from like here to here.
And going up to or going down?
Yeah, from
stomach to heart.
Stomach to basically.
Which like if it was like and like came down, but like maybe, but like going like and then fucking like zippering him backwards, you know, like just like and like cut him in, like that's no, dude. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that's not self-defense. Right?
I can see why they went that route though, because of like offense.
Yes.
Leading up to, and it is always a defense lawyer's goal to win, right? So, the jury deliberated for 15 hours over 3 days before they convicted Johnson on November 24th, 1981 of first-degree manslaughter. That's longer than I thought they would take. 15 hours. On December 18th of 1981, he was sentenced to 10 to 20 years in prison, though, do you want to guess how long he actually served? Do you know?
Like 10 years?
He served approximately 5 years.
No.
1 month short of 5 years.
1 month short of 5 years for first-degree murder?
First-degree manslaughter.
Manslaughter. Okay, that was okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Less than 5 years.
Well, you know, I mean, I 10 years wasn't too far off.
No. As of October 2023, Arne is, I mean, now he'll be 62, and alive. He keeps a low profile.
Yeah.
As one normally does.
He's not just like, I was possessed by the devil and I cut a man from stomach to heart.
Yeah, no.
Anyways, I'll have the Denny's Grand Slam.
And after being released from prison in 1986 for good behavior, he worked as a landscaper. He also had ended up marrying Debbie Glatzel while he was in prison in 1984. They had 2 children. Debbie passed away in 2021, but
God rest.
Honestly, he didn't do anything fucking crazy afterwards either.
No, listen,
It literally is just this like snippet of like a year where his fucking life is crazy and he kills a guy.
We all have our moments.
But then afterwards, he just...
Time to go check the mail.
Time to go mow some lawns. Like, it is like, it's a weird story because like you usually see like people after they get out of prison, like often
reoffending and like
often relapse into reoffending and stuff. No,
I don't know.
It's fucking weird, right?
It's really weird.
Like normal upbringing, normal life. Stab a dude, go to prison, get out, become a landscaper.
Hey, listen.
That's just the
American
way it
dream?
goes.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, I maybe it's some people's dream.
It's my dream to cut a man from stomach to heart and go to prison for 5 years.
Just 5.
And then open a business. You know?
Yeah, like
It's the American dream.
It's just a weird story. It's a weird.
It is weird. It is like, I mean, so let's take a second and try to let's talk about this. Let's break it down.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you genuinely believe that Arne was possessed by a demonic entity, and that demonic entity caused him to kill a man? Or do you believe it was some sort of psychosis brought on by his surroundings?
I could see. I don't know. Part of me is like, maybe he was possessed. I mean, there's a lot going on around him anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it wouldn't be the first case of like possession going from one person to another, or 2 people being affected by the same entity. It's not like that would be wildly unheard of or insane, right? We're talking about possession. It's already fucking wild.
Yeah, it's
right?
Yeah.
Like, so like, part of me thinks maybe like he was, and maybe instead of like a normal, like, defending this 9-year-old child reaction, where you just like, I don't know, like stab him once.
or like punch him in the face,
Or like get him off of the child and call it good. I wonder if it had like something to do with like the severity.
Mm-hmm. Like the emotions amplified the possession.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like, I don't know. I don't know. It is a very weird, like, because with a form of psychosis, you would think that you would see something before or after, and it not just be such a cold start.
Well, that's not necessarily true either, because I have a dear friend who didn't experience or didn't show any signs of schizophrenia and didn't have any signs of a mental psychosis like that. And then one day he was like, I am God's computer and I can't die. And then he went on a fucking tangent and went crazy.
I think Arne might have been out of the age range for schizophrenia, though.
And still.
Because, like, so there's a specific age range of when schizophrenia pops up.
Isn't it like 14 to 22 or something like that?
Hold on. It's a...
But it is an age range, but it doesn't have to be in a... I mean, that's gotta, like, there's no way that's a fucking, like, definitive, it happens between this time and this time. I mean, there's gotta be some circumstances where that doesn't happen.
Yeah. It's very uncommon. Like, so he was 19. So he was in the right age range, because it's like 18 to like 26 or whatever.
Okay.
Something like that. However, if it was that, I feel like it wouldn't just be I'm possessed by a demon.
Mm-hmm.
And that you would still see signs of it after all of this, like after he got out of prison.
Well, I mean, maybe doing the crime and maybe being in prison and everything, I shouldn't say cured his psychosis, but maybe neutralize it enough where it didn't resurface in the way.
Yeah, I mean,
because do we even know what he was like after he got out of prison and after he started businesses and his life and everything?
I mean, everything that I saw was he was just
normal dude.
Yeah, literally nothing going on.
Yeah,
kept a low profile. Was like, I just am mowing lawns now. Like that's just it. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just a normal dude now.
Well, I mean, my personal take on it is that potentially there was some paranormal circumstances happening within the home, right? There could have been poltergeist phenomena. There could have been apparitions, this and this and this and this. But I feel like it's also a psychosis thing on top of that. Of he is so determined, like in his brain, like this place is haunted. And sees the well. It's creepy. It's dark. It's weird. And then he's like, "There's definitely a demon in that well." And then like he looks in the well, hallucinating, sees a demon. It's like, I'm not possessed.
I don't know. I'm on a different
I don't know.
spot than you are, but that's
Yes.
okay because we can have differing opinions.
We can't. Now, here's why you're wrong. I'm just kidding. No, that's the reason why I ask this question every time we do a ghost episode. Every time we do any sort of episode like this, it's like, at the end, I go, what do you think happened? Like,
Yeah, I mean, my whole thing is like, I don't see like a form of schizophrenia or psychosis being part of it because of like after everything happens, he's a model prisoner. Like
Yeah,
he's a
but-
model prisoner. He gets out. He's a model citizen. Like nothing
well,
happens.
I mean,
like
look at fucking John Hinckley Jr., the guy who shot Reagan. Dude had psychosis, thinking that a fucking actress was gonna fall in love with him. He shot the president. He shoots the fucking president. Goes to prison for like 20 fucking years. Gets out, and now he makes music, and he's on tour, and he's just hanging out, having a good time, being a model citizen.
I don't know. It is weird. Like
You know, I'm not saying that this dude necessarily has to be like fucking Manson and be like, I'm gonna go in the fucking, you know, like he just has to, you know, he just.
that's fair. I mean, I feel like it would have like come out though, like if he was on like medications or like had been fucking weird in prison too, because you know people are gonna talk about it when they get out. They're like, dude, you're never gonna guess who my fucking roommate was.
Well, yeah, of course they're going to talk about it because it's the only murder in the 136 years of this fucking town. So, of course, he's going to be hot goss, you know?
But like, you think that like, I mean, rumors are gonna spread. People are gonna talk. You think like if he was being kind of fucking like doing some stuff that would qualify as weird or off, that they would have been like, dude, you're never gonna guess.
Yeah, did we even hear about any of that? No, we didn't. It was.
It literally everything is he's a model. He was like a model prisoner.
Model
he got
prisoner,
out.
model citizen when he gets out. Yes, so
He
that's,
got out
I mean,
on like good behavior.
Yeah.
You have to like be real fucking good to get out.
Yeah,
of
you
it.
can't just be like, I'll fucking possess you if you don't let me out. You know, you can't.
It doesn't really work that way.
It depends, but
Not often.
not often. But that's the thing is like, that's why I'm leaning more towards it's a psychosis thing more than anything. It's him in his brain going, I'm possessed by a demon. The demon is telling me that, and it was like the spur of the moment thing where all the emotions hit a breaking point, and he's been saying, I'm possessed by a demon. He's had demonologists that are famous come to the fucking house, and they did all this shit, and all this stuff's been happening, you know, where it's people coming in and be like, be gone, devil, and then like that's just ingraining it deeper and deeper and deeper into his brain, and then he fucking stabs a guy, and then he goes, oh shit, maybe I'm not possessed.
I mean,
You know?
I don't know.
You know, if he stabbed him, like ripped his fucking heart out, like you know, Scorpion, and was like, maybe, but that didn't happen
Yeah.
because he does that, and it's not like he really like went on the run.
I mean, he was found 2 miles away.
Yeah, that's not that far. He was walking.
I think he might have been doing a little more than walking.
Listen, from everything
A little jaunt, you know?
I'm talking about when I walk, I'm a woman man. No time to talk. They're like, go to the fucking ground. Give me your fucking hands. They're just like, prone out, motherfucker, prone out. And he's like, yeah, I'm just getting my possessing. Prone out, you know? Like, listen.
I don't know. It is a very odd story.
I think it was psychosis. I don't think he was possessed. I think it was all hullabaloo. You know, I think there was events leading up to it that make people lean more towards the possession side, but in reality, I think it was a man having a really crazy moment.
I thought you were going to say he was having a really bad day. And
Well, yeah.
I was going to say you fucking are correct.
Any day that you fucking gut a live man is generally not a great day.
Kind of not starting off.
Unless, like, that's your job, which... What the fuck job are you working at? But, like...
I thought you were going to say hit me up.
Hit me up. But... yeah, no. I don't know. We'll leave it up to you listeners and watchers
What do you guys think? Do you think it was more of a psychosis thing where he was having this mental break? Do you think it was possession? Do you think it was somewhere in between? Or do you think that none of our reality is real and what you're experiencing is fake, and that I'm not real and you're not real, and what you're listening to isn't real at all, and none of this even matters because we're just, code inside of a giant machine?
Great. I was going to say, this is like the first time I think we've really disagreed on a topic.
I agree. I look at you differently now. No, yes, I do.
Not agreeable, so now I'm just a pariah.
Just wrong. Listen, it is. If you guys want to hear, I usually we plug our friends' podcasts and stuff on here, but if you guys don't know somehow who the last podcast on the left is, go check them out. They're fucking awesome people. But they did an awesome deep dive on the Warrens.
Yeah.
And basically their thing is bullshit. And
that's
they really dive into the Warrens. And so that's
the Warrens have done a lot of hinky.
Yeah.
They've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Ed Warren, not that good of a guy.
Yeah, surprise. The whoa. Man gives his life to God and he's not a good dude. That's shocking. It's almost like a Dennis Rader. Give his life to God, and he was a nice guy.
In my head,
murder those fucking families.
In my head, Ed and Lorraine Warren, they are the Conjuring couple instead. In my head,
yes,
I like that version better.
No, that's good to live and with your blinders on. And pretend that the reality doesn't exist. That's a great idea.
Absolutely, I know, like, the real Ed and Lorraine Warren.
But then you're like, oh, TV, movie people, yay. Meanwhile, they're fucking not great.
They're not. But...
Allegedly.
Everything's alleged. No, I know a lot about, like...
Sure. Maybe they... Listen, we know for a fact they did do... good things. People, they also did not great things, allegedly. But the fact of the matter is, like, at the end of the day, some people would be like, I have this object that I believe is haunted. Can you please take it? And they take it.
Yeah.
Which, give them credit when credit's due. Most people wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I don't know. Getting off topic.
I don't know. I personally, I don't think I could be like, yeah, I'll just take your fucking super haunted thing.
I
thought were you looking for Chester?
No, we do need to bring him down here, though. I'm thinking we can kind of put him like...
Honestly, Chester's chill. He ain't got nothing really.
Listen, Chester is absolutely haunted. Did I tell you... Well, we've showed Chester the podcast before, but did I tell you what happened with Chester?
Which time?
About the stuff turning on by itself?
Maybe.
I was upstairs in our old podcast room. By the way, guys, the podcast is like basically over, but we're just... It's kind of more beyond the Omens kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I was upstairs and I was like looking for something for the show, like for this show.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn, I couldn't find it. And then I open a box and there's Chester on top of the box. And every time I see Chester, no matter what, I'm like, hi, Chester. And I give him a little pat, a little squeeze or something like that, put him down.
Yeah.
And I was digging through stuff. So I said, hi, Chester. The moment I picked him up, we have a bunch of Halloween decorations inside that closet up there.
Yeah.
That we use for Halloween and for the set.
Yeah.
And the moment I picked it up, two of them turned on. Just by themselves.
Yeah, checks out.
And I was like, all right, thank you. just left him where he is. So he's sitting in the same spot. I haven't touched him since.
Yeah, I mean, he
doesn't do much of anything.
No.
Listen, whatever spirit is inhabiting Chester, we kind of struck a deal when he got here of like, if you're cool, we're cool. And I like it like that.
And also, like, I took you home.
Yeah.
I don't know how you got me to do that, but I did it.
Yeah.
I paid money for you.
Yeah. So it must have some positive energies on him.
Like, it was just a very odd...
Maybe we'll do another cursed objects episode and we'll move Eduardo and we'll put Chester in his place and we'll talk about some cursed objects.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like Chester. I think he's pretty chill. Also, I mean, for me to like, I don't like clowns and I don't like dolls. So for me to bring home a clown doll seems a little funky.
Yeah, it's a little questionable.
But
I did it, and he hangs out, and he's good.
He's great. I love him. He's a sweetheart, and we love Chester, and he whatever spirit's inhabiting him is a sweetheart, even if it is possibly a demon. If it is a demon, it is a cool demon.
It hasn't done anything.
Which is good.
He's in therapy.
We'd like to keep it that way personally.
That's why.
Yes, we'd like to keep it that way.
Yeah.
So please don't. Please don't. Also, I brought home this really weird, like haunted ass mirror kind of thing. It's kind of cool. Look at this fucking thing. Look at this fucking thing. Oh shit. Look at this fucking thing, dude. Kind of spooky and weird. It's probably haunted too, but listen, I bring home a lot of questionable things like this sometimes. It happens.
It'd be like that.
But Tay, thanks so much. That was very fun.
Yeah, you're
The devil made me do it allegedly. Now, allegedly. If you enjoyed this podcast, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe on the YouTube. Rate us 5 stars on your listening apps. If you want to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, you can at HGOPodcast. You can send us hate mail, HGOPodcast@gmail.com, or love mail, or stories, or news articles you find, or like birds with like human arms or something. I don't know.
I like that.
That's pretty cool.
I'll take birds with human arms.
That's Taylor's kink. Now, you can follow me directly on Instagram and Twitch at IHuntTheHaunted, and we'll be discussing, actually, a moment after this podcast ends, what our date for H.G.O Live will be. Pass it off today.
Hi, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Lunar Thrill. You can also follow our dog at Spirit the Turv.
Spirit the Turv.
She surprisingly has slept through this entire podcast and has not made an appearance, which is a first in a hot minute.
It is a first in a hot minute.
But that's all.
Yes. Well, dear listeners, ghosts and ghouls alike, remember to stay spooky.
Stay haunted.
And
I never knew my real father. Sometimes I always wonder if he would call to me and say, Balthazar the Destroyer, I love you, but I know that he won't.